Greetings and welcome to the Contracting Guy. I am the Contracting Guy. In last episode, kind of left you a little bit hanging. The last episode was about saying no for someone else. Now, the idea behind saying no for someone else is really one dealing with opportunity. If you don't give somebody the privilege of saying no, you're essentially saying they would have said no anyway. Well, you don't know that. You really don't. Let them say no. But more importantly, in this episode, this is 177, this episode, it's this. When you say no or say yes for someone else, you need to have authority. Authority. Which suggests you have the ability to say no. Now, if you want to discount somebody's participation, you can say no on their behalf, and nobody would ever be the wiser. But if you're saying no or yes, and you represent someone, you better have authority to say that. Otherwise, you are speaking out of turn and potentially could get yourself into problems or even your company in problems. The government looks at this as that you can't do certain things unless you have authority. Contracting officer has the authority to bind the government. The contracting officer's representative, no, not so much. An end user, not so much. A flag officer, no, not so much. And for businesses, who binds the company? Generally speaking, it's the CFO, CEO, any of the C-suite people that have the authority to do this. Or if you're a small business and you're the owner, you have the ability to do this. But not everybody, on the work floor has the ability to bind your company. So you need to make sure that it's clear who can say yes and who can say no. And that not only you know this, but your trading partner does. So if the government knows who has the authority to speak, then they talk to them. And the same things hold true for the government. Let them know who has the authority when you get a relationship started. Otherwise, they'll start talking to anybody and could, in fact, cause problems later on down the road. You don't want that. Nobody wants that. But that's what happens when you don't specifically identify who has authority to speak and to bind. So that's the takeaway for you here, is that in 175 and 176, we talked about just saying no or saying yes and how that could be detrimental to opportunity. Well, this one is 177, which speaks to authority to speak on your behalf. So if you have somebody else, make sure they have the authority to speak for you. Otherwise, don't do it. Just one voice for your company, one voice for the contracting officer, for the federal government. That's the person. That being said, I'm the Contracting Guy. I'm out. Contracting Guy here. Thank you for watching the video, and thank you for being part of the Contracting Guy family. If you would, support the channel by like, subscribe, and share with others. That would be wonderful. This is the Contracting Guy. I'm out.